Yo, what is going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a great day. Before this video begins, I would just like to thank everyone for getting this channel to 1,000 subscribers. It is an insane milestone that I never thought I would ever reach, and I just want to thank everyone who supported my content, shared it, liked, and just had a genuinely normal conversation in the comments or on Instagram, and just been really cool people. So thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. And this video I would like to discuss Castle and Mira and how underutilized I find they are. I'm a console player. This may be different on PC, but I push my friends into picking Castle and Mira if I'm already not one of those operators to coincide with me, and the amount of strats that you can actually bring to the table with a Castle and a Mira is actually quite significant, and people don't really realize that. So for this video I want to show some strats that I use personally, and maybe some that you guys can work upon yourself, and hopefully convince you guys that you should pick Mira and Castle more. Okay, so for those of you guys who do not know, actually at the release of Operation Void Edge, Castle actually received the Super Shorty shotgun as a secondary weapon. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, the Super Shorty shotgun is Mozzie and Gridlock's secondary shotgun, and giving this to Castle was actually quite a significant buff that not a lot of people realise. The way that you can coincide the shotgun with making rotations with the Castle barricades has actually been quite a significant buff. And as well as that, having a shotgun as a secondary weapon is also helpful when it comes to gunfights, as this thing is pretty insane at close range in my opinion. But the main purpose of this buff was allowing Castle to be more fluid and free when it comes to placing barricades and making rotations and coinciding that with other operators. So in this video, I'm only going to be showing a few strats that we used with Mira and Castle last night with me and my squad, and the strats that we used could have been modified, maybe to be better, or maybe to be just as equally as efficient, but just from different angles. And I just want to show them off and show you the thought process that we went through when picking the placements for both the Castle barricades and the Mira placements, where maybe we could have improved in it. And just remember, this stuff is just the tip of the iceberg. The amount of stuff that you can actually achieve with Castle and Mira is pretty insane, and I know a lot of pro players are effective with Castle, but I noticed that not enough ranked players are effective with Castle, and especially on console. Now maybe that is it's not the easiest to aim with console, as we're all aware, and the UMP is not the best weapon in the world, so maybe the UMP itself is just off-putting for people to play Castle. But I'm just going to show these strats that me and my squad used, and I'll talk my way through it. So in this first clip I'm going to show you, this was last night, and it was 4-4 match point on the new Oregon map, and we won our defense upstairs, and we were going downstairs for the final round in basement. Now, what we noticed about this enemy team is when they were attacking downstairs, they only pushed backside heavily, bar one lurker around the back, who usually got picked early by the roamer, and I believe that did happen once again in this match. But they went for a full back push. They banned Thermite. We had attack first, and they didn't defend us very well. So we managed to get 2 attack rounds, and they managed to get 1 defense. And they banned Thermite, so holding this we had some sort of advantage because we knew that they weren't able to Thermite the walls, though they did have Maverick and Habana available. So I went Bandit, and I asked my friend to go Castle. And now, why did I do this? Well, I knew that these back walls by Bunker, that they would be putting a lot of pressure on them with the Habana and the Maverick. So I brought the Bandit batteries just to slow down their attack. I knew that they were going to get the walls inevitably with that Habana, because I knew they were bringing a Habana because they banned the Thermite, like I said. So I knew they would get the walls inevitably with the Habana charges. So I just bought the Bandit batteries to try and slow down the process. Now, as you see, they did bring a Maverick, which did pick one of our players, and I got the refrag on that. But that wall that the Maverick was Mavericking inevitably got opened by the Habana. Now, granted, the Habana playing that did not make the best hole for themselves. They did require the attacker to peek the hallway quite wide, But this is where the castle barricades came in here. We had one placed at lobby stairs side, freezer door, and boiler room door, sorry, into hallway, and this allowed me to play the hallway. Now, our Legion player was playing in Big Tower, so that was watching the back of Big Tower stairs, and he actually did get 2 frags there and then get killed, but he managed to take down a lot of the breachers that could have destroyed castle barricades. So he was watching backside, he got the frags that mattered, and they were unable to destroy these castle barricades, which allowed me, I had protection from freezer side, I had protection from boiler room side, and I had protection from lobby side, which gave me, as a defender, entire control of this hallway, and it allowed us just to watch this default plant spot. And yeah, this really shows you how castle, how it allows the defender to play spots that they would never be able to play before. I was able to hold this hallway all the game, get the frag there, which I think I got an injury, but my teammate got it, which is fine. This game isn't about frags, it's about getting that denial and getting the win. But yeah, it allowed me to hold the hallway. It was extremely hard for them to push in and plant in that corner, knowing that I was in the hallway and that we had a smoke. And yeah, that actually allowed us to win this match 5-4. And I just wanted to highlight this clip to show you how castle barricades allow you to play in positions that you would probably never be able to play. If we did not have a castle in this situation, hallway would have been maybe taken by the attackers pretty easily, and we would have been holding it from inside, and that is really hard to do, especially with that hallway. If they get freezer control and boiler room control, that hallway is such a strong pinch, and it struggles. It limits defenders to 1 rotation, and that is usually the rotation between the sites where the mirror window usually is, where they used to play it more in the old Oregon. So that just limits the rotation there. But with these castle barricades, we were able to hold the hallway and stop a plant and win the match. So the next setup that I'm going to show you guys actually incorporated the mirror this time. And now this is when we were defending party room and office on Outback. Now I went mirror myself, and I got, once again, one of my friends to go castle. Now this is a really strong mirror I have actually found, that mirror and castle setup, sorry, that I actually learned when I played against it. And as an attacker going against this, it was one of the most intimidating mirror and castle setups that I actually ever had. Now what this was, in games room, you reinforce the wall facing onto Bull, and you place a mirror window on that. And on games wall that is facing Bull, you shotgun that with the mirror and you castle the door. Now this limits the entire push from games. Granted, they can still do it if they have the right utility, they get the right picks. Nothing in this game is always linear, it can always go either way. But it is extremely hard for lone attackers to push this side. Tell me how many times you've played party room and you've had a full attack and they've taken bull control from games. This practically eliminates single attackers from attacking this side. So as you can see right now, we just shotgunned that wall open and the castle barricaded it. Now I'm going to go into games and I'm going to reinforce. Now another thing that this really helps with is bull window as well. And the attackers this round did bring a Habana, and every attempt that she had to get the mirror window that I had facing onto bull was just eliminated by one of the defenders who was playing in office, as you can get an angle from office door onto the window. So that allowed my teammate to shoot the Habana pellets and allowed us to keep the mirror window up. Now Castle also put a castle barricade on the doorway into Shark, and now this once again just helped stop them from pushing that side, because if he'd done that, that's one less defender we need watching that side. Granted, we did need to watch back hallway, but I'm pretty sure he castled that as well. So I was able to watch the entire, which at the end of the game I think someone did, and I did get the goal, but I did manage to get fragged at one point. It was a fault of me losing the gunfight, but luckily teammates were good and we won the match. But I just want to show how well this mirror and castle setup works. And I think at one point, you see the Habana, she keeps trying to shoot the mirror window. My teammates obviously get that because they're playing in building an office. And at one point she gives up and she climbs into a bathroom, and you try and see her push games and realize that there's no way she's doing it, and backs off. So I'll show that bit of the clip, and then I'm going to move on to my final castle and mirror setup for this video.
Wait, is there one in garage? Did you see one break water?
Yeah, one in games. Yeah, Habana got too intimidated. I told you it would work. One top shot.
Okay, and the final castle and mirror setup that I want to show you guys in this video is for the top floor bar hold in Cafe Dostoevsky. Now, this required me, as the mirror, to play in bathroom or washroom, whatever you want to call it, and I reinforced one wall watching into cigar lounge. Now, what this does is allows me to give any information that I need if anyone's on the windows or if they're trying to rotate. Now, as you just seen there, the castle did place a castle barricade on the doorway. So once again, when they come into cigar or they repel on a window, if they see a castle barricade on the hallway, that means that they can't push that. And if they see a mirror window on it, they'll once again be too intimidated to push it. Now, obviously, I had an ADS here as well in case they tried to nade me or anything, but they actually never even got the chance to do that. So this is the main one. The castle was just kind of changing and seeing if the barricade worked anywhere else, but he actually put it on that door and he put it on bathroom door as well. So this eliminated me getting pushed from white stairs, so from behind, and the cigar push as well. And once again, I was holding that from a mirror. Now, I also did put a mirror window over here. I've never actually played a mirror window here, surprisingly enough, and I just let this one for my teammates, and I think it did actually manage to get 2 frags and I think a carrier down as well. So that mirror seemed to help as well, but this is just the main mirror I want to focus on here. And as you can see, personally, maybe that castle barricade that is on cigar door there wasn't exactly needed. Maybe it could have been used somewhere else a bit more efficiently, but yeah, castle put it there, and it did actually work. They didn't successfully even take control of cigar. It funneled them all into the new balcony and made them attempt to go for a plant there. And as you can see, they were flashing skylight and everything. A bit weird, they flashed skylight but never even went for a drop, which is a bit of wasted utility. But yeah, it's extremely well at holding cigar. A lot of people, when they go to hold cigar, they play in cigar itself and they usually get picked from the windows. But if you just think outside the box a bit and you bring a castle and a mirror, it just pretty much prevents an attack at all in cigar, which will then funnel them onto the new balcony side and cause them to maybe attack skylight, which in my opinion is a lot harder. When I like to attack this site, I like to get control of cigar and open up freezer window and then take a pinch from cigar in the balcony and then get a plant down. And this mirror window helps a lot in preventing it. So yeah, that's what I really want to show off in this video without making it any longer. There were 3 castle and mirror combos that we used in our matches last night in rank. Let me know your guys' thoughts on these tricks and maybe if you'll use them yourself. Or if you think they were any good, be sure to drop the video a like. Once again, thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers, extremely insane. And yeah, I hope you consider using Mira and Castle more because they're extremely good operators. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.